Hey there, this is Doug with Compass Off-Road Exploration, and I am up in Clayton, Georgia on Tallulah River Road. As you can see, off to the left there is actually Tallulah River Campground, which from what I'm seeing is actually appears to be open year-round. It's not gated. It doesn't say closed. The other two signs for Tate Branch and Sandy Bottoms are actually two other campgrounds further down the road. Tate Branch is about 3 miles, Sandy Bottom is about 4 miles down the road, and those are closed during the winter. You can go online and find out when those are open if you're interested. But Tallulah River Road, once you pass that first campground, you will find that you'll hit this bridge right here, and then it turns into dirt from there. It is a maintained dirt road, and sorry about the wipers, folks, but unfortunately it's a dreary day up here in North Georgia, and we've got some showers and a little rain activity going on, so I'm gonna have to keep those going throughout the video as needed. But this is a gravel slash dirt road. Like I said, it is maintained. You get some potholes, so you definitely can't go too fast on it. This is a huge fishing spot here at the Tallulah River, so outside of winter, any other time of the year, it's typically pretty busy, especially on the weekends. And with the other campgrounds, you will have campers being towed through here, and some of those folks are very polite and courteous, and you'll find some that aren't. So outside of the winter months, I'm very, very cautious about going around some of these corners here, these blind corners. You never know who's coming the other way. Tallulah River Road does dead end, so you can take it. Your map and GPS will probably show that it continues to go through, but that is not the case. They've actually blocked it off. Once you go past like Tate City, when you're into Tate City, you do cross into North Carolina, but at that point it's not much further down you go, and they do have it closed off. You can turn around though. There's a pretty big spot there to turn around and come back out. There is a creek crossing down that way. If you want to go through a little creek crossing, you can continue on, but like I said, it will eventually dead end, and you will have to turn around and either come back out onto Tallulah River Road, or you can cross, which is what we're going to do today. So we're going to cross the Tallulah River, literally go through it at an approved crossing. There is only one approved crossing, and you may find other videos on YouTube that show like Jeeps parked in the river and hanging out, and that is no longer allowed. So it is still an approved crossing, but you cannot stop or park in the river, and you cannot drive up and down the river. So it is just a crossing to get to Charlie's Creek Road, which is what we're going to do today. Charlie's Creek Road, I definitely recommend four-wheel drive and a high clearance vehicle, you can do it in a Subaru. I've done it. One of my former vehicles was a Subaru, and I have done it in a Subaru, so they got a really great all-wheel drive system, and I didn't have any issues. However, I didn't do it when it was wet or icy or anything like that, so that can add some other challenges. When it gets wet, there are a couple of spots that get a little muddy, and there is a pretty big mud hole that you have to go through. It doesn't look like it's that deep, but it actually is pretty deep, which you'll see once we get down there. To my recollection, once you get on Charlie's Creek Road, it's maybe about a half hour to complete it. Coming from Tallulah River onto Charlie's Creek. Charlie's Creek is about a half hour, so it's not too bad. It is narrow at a lot of spots up towards Tallulah River Road, so you have to be aware of that. As you get further down, though, there are spots where two vehicles could pass if necessary. Fortunately, I'm up here during the week, so I don't expect to see really any traffic on Charlie's Creek Road, but you never know. And like I said, this is Tallulah River Road. It's very pretty up here, very scenic, very peaceful in the winter, but like I said, it does get busy other times of the year, and especially on those weekends. throughout other times of the year. So this is it. What you're seeing is what you get. It's really nothing crazy at all. Any car pretty much could come down here. Like I said, there are some pretty big potholes, but you just take your time. And I mean, like I said, it is a fishing spot, so people come down here in all sorts of vehicles. So I'll catch back up once we get to the river crossing and get onto Charlie's Creek. Okay, we have made it to the river crossing here. So here we go. We're gonna cross right here. And we are now on Charlie's Creek Road. As you can see, there is some gravel here, so they do kind of keep up a little bit with it here and there. But as you see, as we get further down, that'll go away. So this is about a mile in, and we have a little campsite over here on the left, which doesn't look too bad. Again, four-wheel drive maybe to get down there, or more so to get back out, but nice little, very private campground. Like I said, you don't get a ton of traffic on this road. You'll get more on a weekend. You'll get some clubs that come through here, some Jeeps, other 4x4s. But definitely during the week, you pretty much probably have it all to yourself. And again, that's down off of the road, so if it is dry out, I don't think you'd have to worry about dust too much. Again, you can't go too fast through here, so that's a nice little dispersed campsite right there. Okay, we're about 1.2 miles in, and there is a road to the right there that is closed. I've never seen it open. Not sure which road it is, but like I said, the times I've come through here, it's never been open. And it looks like we got a couple other vehicles in front of us. So, and we got a little creek crossing coming up here. So we'll just wait on these vehicles to go through it, and then we'll go through. All right, we got a creek crossing that we're coming up on. The rain has started coming down again, so we just have to deal with the wipers, unfortunately. And you also have another little campsite over here on the left. So that's about 1.3 miles, is that little creek crossing. All right, we got a little creek crossing here, and this is actually a little deeper than you think it is. Kind of just sink right in there, but it's not muddy. It's got a rocky bottom to it, so it's pretty easy to go through. This is one of those sections that gets a little muddy in here. Small creek crossing there. There is a little bypass over there on the left, which is pretty muddy, but I'm actually doing the actual road and trail here on this video, so I'm going to stick to the main section, and always trying to practice tread lightly as much as we can. You've got definitely a big rutted section over here on the left hand side as we're going down, but if you want to avoid that, I can definitely see plenty of tire tracks going through it, around it, but you stay to the right and it's fine, it's no big deal. And then again, because it's been so wet up here in Georgia lately, we've got a very muddy section right here. But again, it's nothing that's all too bad. Going up it, obviously, be a little bit different. But coming down it, it's no big deal at all. All right, here's that rocky area. Again, it's nothing too bad. The easy way is kind of stay to the left, and then what I do is I cross over, just a little rutted out on the left, nothing that you couldn't do, but cross back over, stay to the right at this point, and you just kind of slowly walk right through it. Again, a little bit different going up, but nothing too bad, you know, even when it's wet. If it was icy, I've done it coming down when there's been a little ice, so going up would make it interesting. But again, just interesting. Nothing that I don't think you could do with a good four-wheel drive vehicle. All right, and we are coming to the end, as you can see. Got a couple of houses over here. Now, I did end up knowing one of the guys that was in front of me, so we ended up stopping and talking. So, time-wise, though, I've done this road before. I'd say you're looking at, if it's just you and a couple of vehicles, about 25, 30 minutes. I'll give you a mileage count once we do get back to pavement here. Which I think is right around this corner. Yeah, there's pavement right there. So right now we're at about 4 miles is what you're looking at of dirt. All right, hope you enjoyed the video.